Dear suspicious snackers, we get it. We know it can be a texture thing, and there are lots of brands to choose from. But it's time for you to pick up your big spoon and try new Hood Cottage cheese. It's the brand people have trusted for more than 170 years. A whole world of sweet and savory combinations, like pineapple, cucumber and dill, or classic country style. And since it's packed with satisfying protein, you'll want to try all of Hood's amazing flavors. Don't miss out on delicious. New to your local dairy aisle.
News at 11 starts now with breaking news.
We start with the devastation in Mexico. More than 130 people killed in a 7.1 earthquake just outside Mexico City, and that number is surely going to go up.
Entire buildings collapsing, people trapped in the rubble, nearly 4 million now without power.
And our Nancy Chen right now with the live late-breaking developments. And Nancy, this is just tragic, not only seeing the images, but the footage that we've been getting in.
Absolutely, Jonathan Allison. This is truly a horrific situation. And this map here just shows how close that epicenter was to the densely populated Mexico City. Right now, at least 139 people are dead, and that number is expected to rise. Videos posted on social media show just how strong the magnitude 7.1 earthquake was. Inside, ceiling lights swing uncontrollably in a restaurant and in an office building as people run for cover. Outside, buildings rocking so hard, glass from a window falls to the ground and a light post shakes violently. Buildings reduced to rubble. Rescue workers racing inside this building, rushing a woman to safety. Another woman covered in dust is carried through the crowd on a stretcher. Crews are now scrambling to find more victims.
I wouldn't be surprised to see a lot of damage coming out of this earthquake.
The massive earthquake hit just after 2 Eastern, less than 100 miles from Mexico City.
Mexico City is the worst possible location for earthquakes. The soils there amplify shaking by a factor of 100 or more.
From the air, a clear picture of the devastation. More than 24 buildings collapsed. Millions of residents are without electricity as the country now begins to assess the earthquake's toll. Now, this all comes on the anniversary of a deadly 1985 earthquake that caused catastrophic damage. In fact, earlier in the day, earthquake drills were being held in Mexico City. Make sure you stay with ABC7 and WJLA for updates as we find out more about the aftermath. Jonathan?
Just listen to the wind roaring through and the rain adding up. This is an area that can least afford it. We're tracking the tropics now, and people in Puerto Rico are being told this simply: evacuate or die. Hurricane Maria is still a huge Category 5 storm, still ripping across the Caribbean. Maria is massive, now about 450 miles wide. It could cause 9-foot storm surges on the islands. It is blamed right now at this point for at least 1 death so far, but there are reports of people missing as well.
Well, Maria has already devastated the island of Dominica, and tonight some in our area are desperately trying to reach family members who are there. And Annalisa Gale with the efforts to provide help you'll see only on 7.
Hurricane Maria is here in full force. My neighbor's roof is gone.
Overnight, Hurricane Maria pounded Dominica with maximum sustained winds of nearly 160 miles per hour. Gabriel Christian's brother, former U.S. Army Major Dr. Samuel Christian, sent him this voice message through the WhatsApp while Maria was passing through.
Rain is being blown through the doors and windows. I'm standing ankle deep in water this time.
It's a very tough day for us. My brother, we've not heard from him. His last call, so assistance was desperate.
According to the Dominica ambassador to the UN, she has not heard from anyone on the island since about 2 a.m. when the prime minister described widespread devastation.
We understand a lot of the communications are down.
On Facebook, the prime minister went on to say the winds have swept away the roofs of almost every person I have spoken to.
We pray for our people there.
On Tuesday night, Dominicans in the DMV met for an emergency meeting, strategizing and praying as they prepare to assist those in need in the coming days.
Today is the day to dig deep in one's heart, saying we need help, we need assistance, we need medical supplies, we need food.
And at last check, Gabriel Christian still has not heard from his brother, Dr. Samuel Christian. In terms of the embassy, they say due to the lack of communication, they have no word on a death toll. If you'd like to learn how you can help, just visit our website, WJLA.com. Live in Temple Hills tonight, Annalisa Gale, ABC 7 News.
Thank you, Annalisa. And one of the saddest parts is that was just the first landfall that Maria is going to make. Right now, you can see the eye here of the storm with those max winds, 175 miles an hour. And with the latest update, those hurricane force winds extend out even farther. Looks like it may pass just to the south of St. Croix, but then taking aim at Puerto Rico. Let's switch over here. I want to talk about the latest statistics that the hurricane hunters are finding on Maria. Once again, those max winds of 175, gusts to 215 miles per hour. And that central pressure, that's one of the ways we measure how strong these storms are. It now is one of the top 10 strongest hurricanes in the Atlantic basin. Let's go with our Cat 5 here, staying just to the south side of St. Croix, but then moving over Puerto Rico as a Category 5, and then slowly turning into a Cat 4, ultimately working its way beyond the Bahamas. This does look to stay out to sea, and part of the reason is because of what weather system is moving in our way. We'll talk more about that and the heat that it sticks around for this week coming up.
All right, Josh, we'll see you then. And the Federal Emergency Management Agency now we know has chartered a cruise ship to house National Guard troops in the Caribbean. The grand celebration will be home for troops assisting in the U.S. Virgin Islands and Puerto Rico's response to Hurricanes Irma and now Maria. FEMA has chartered that ship through December.
The Storm Watch 7 weather team is constantly tracking the tropics for you. You can see their updated forecasts any time of the day on the free Storm Watch 7 weather app.
We are getting some more breaking news from Florida. A 9th person now has died after a nursing home lost air conditioning in the aftermath of Hurricane Irma. Multiple investigations are now underway, and at least one lawsuit already has been filed. In the wake of the tragedy, Florida's governor has ordered all nursing homes to be equipped with generators and fuel for 4 days.
Back here at home and happening now, police are looking into a series of suspicious incidents near the University of Maryland campus. All of them in the 4500 block of Guilford.